and welcome to another episode of Out of the Fog. I am your host, Lori-Lydia Loveless, and tonight we have an exciting show for you. First, we have Lisa Gilliam, who is music director of the Voices of the River Choir, and we have Kayla Stride from Eastern Owl in tonight's episode. It's going to be a great one, and we'll be right back after this short break. And welcome back. Today we have Lisa Gilliam, who is the music teacher and music director for the new women's choir, Voices of the River. So Lisa, thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm pleased to be here.
It's so good to have you. And Lisa, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement with the choir.
Well, I'm a music teacher and I'm in my 31st year as a music teacher. I own a small business called The Music Classroom, and in that business I am writing and recording children's music for music educators to use with their students. So that music is being used basically in different areas all over the world. And just a couple of years ago, I formed a partnership with a national Indigenous not-for-profit called Workforce Warriors to work in First Nations communities to help the local musicians there write music that was translated into their Indigenous languages. So that would be for language acquisition and preservation of cultural practices and whatnot. And it was that work that brought me to Conn River in February of last year.
And the group just formed in February, is that correct?
That's correct. The community choir is called Voices of the River, and we formed in February in response to an invitation to come to St. John's and participate in the Harbor Voices International Festival of Collective Singing Traditions.
So the Harbor Voices Festival, so tell us a little bit about that, and you are planning to attend this year.
The Harbor Voices Festival is really a special opportunity for us because it's a non-competitive music festival, and there will be choirs there from all over the world. And so really it's a sharing of voices, a sharing of culture, respect for one another. You know, it's not about coming first, second, or third or anything like that. So there's no, pressure to be better than anybody else or anything. It's just singing for the sake of singing and sharing culture. So it's going to be a really beautiful experience. And of course, when I received that invitation, I wanted to make that happen for our people in Conn River.
So
definitely.
Absolutely. So how many people are in your group right now?
Right now we have about 20 members. We grew out of the youth choir. So in the youth choir we had probably about 10 girls who were singing with us, and I wanted to have more than that for the choral festival. And so initially I started inviting extra people because I wasn't sure what the interest level would be in the community. And as soon as I invited a couple of extra adult members, then it became clear that the need was really great and that a lot of people were going to want to be involved in this. So I knew then that I was going to have to limit it somehow, but not exclude people, so it was really hard. So I decided then to invite the mothers and the grandmothers of the girls who were in the choir to join us, and that's how we grew to the numbers that we have now.
That's great. And you're doing performances all over the island and different events as well. So how does, educating people and performing songs, help with cultural diversity in our province?
Well, it's interesting you should ask me that question because I'm actually non-Indigenous. And the thing that brought me to Conn River in the first place was the opportunity to go live on reserve and learn about the culture from the people in the community. And so now, having been in the area for more than a year, I can tell you that it is extremely important that people all over the province hear Mi'kmaq music, and we can hear the language and learn to appreciate it and learn about Mi'kmaq cultural traditions, because we do have Indigenous people all over our province. You know, like when I grew up, we were taught that there were no Indigenous people in our province, and we came to find out in the 80s that's not true. So the importance of a choir like this, I mean, it's really hard to explain how important it is, because we need people, you know, groups like Voices of the River and Eastern Owl, who you'll hear from now in a little bit, to get out and perform around the area, because it's about raising awareness and just appreciating the importance of different cultures.
That's great. And of course, we're going to play a video now for the Voice of the River. And so we'll be right back and watching that video.
It's important for us to learn and sing our Mi'kmaq songs because we want people to know about our culture. We want to be able to pass it down to generations
and keep it alive.
And keep it alive.
It's important to us to share our music with other cultures and for them to share it with us, because it helps us to be able to respect and accept everybody's differences in different cultures, and just to share and have fun in general.
It's a huge opportunity, and some of us have never gotten to do this before, and we are able to perform with Eastern Owls, and that's huge because they share our culture and their music is so beautiful, and it's just wow.
There's a few of them that are from our community, and to be able to join together and make beautiful music and just share this whole experience with someone other than our own group, but still a group that is, you know, mostly from the community. It's kind of an honor.
I know me and a few other girls from the choir has looked up to them and listened to their music since it started, and it is an unbelievably amazing opportunity.
Ninda Louise Kayla Stride, Lewe Miabugek. Hi, my name is Kayla Stride, and I'm coming to you from our beautiful community of Miabugek First Nations. I am a proud member of Eastern Owl and a volunteer with the community choir here in Conn River. A part of being in Eastern Owl is to share our voices and our culture with community, especially with youth. And we're very happy to be proud of our Indigenous cultures and to share with the next generation of our peoples. So this is a great opportunity, and I'm very happy, and I hope to hear and see your support, and have a great day. Will Allen.
It's really special for me. I guess growing up, I've always been in choir, and I've got chances to sing with so many wonderful artists and musicians, and for to have my children and my mom to be a part of it, it's really heartwarming, because not often are we going to get a chance to do this. And my mom has never been in the choir, so for her, this is a first-time experience, and I want her to soak it up and love it as much as I did growing up. And I know my girls love it too, so it's going to be nice.
I would say do it. It is amazing.
Singing on your own is different. when you're a part of a group, you feel like you're part of something that you're just as important as the next person. So I would just tell them to go ahead and join, and you won't regret it.
And welcome back. So that video was so important, and so tell us a little bit about what's involved in that video.
Well, that was actually our first practice together, and we are singing an Eastern Owl song because a number of the members of Eastern Owl are actually from Conn River. So we invited Eastern Owl to participate in our presentation at Harbor Voices with us, so it was really important for us to sing one of their beautiful songs. They have many beautiful songs. So that was the first time our women came together to sing, so you can see how talented they are, because that's what they did after about 5 minutes of singing together. And then, of course, I wanted some of the members of the choir to speak about their experiences for a GoFundMe campaign that we're running right now to raise money to bring, not only bring our members to St. John's for the festival, but also to expand this program in the future. So you hear from a mother and two of her daughters, and their grandmother is also in the choir, so there's 3 generations of that family represented, so it's really special for them and for me to be a part of it.
So how can people know and look at your videos or even contribute to your GoFundMe?
If you looked up on GoFundMe, help Voices of the River, go to Harbor Voices, you'll find our GoFundMe campaign. On Facebook, we're Voices of the River NL, and that's where we post all of the information about our fundraising efforts and ways to get in contact with us. And we have a show coming up on May 11th in St. Albans, and we're going to be singing at the powwow and things like that. So.
That's wonderful. And so I'm from the Coast of Bays, and I've heard of you and I've seen your performances, and it's just so nice to have you into the studio to talk about your experiences as well.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
That's great. And of course, we will be right back after these messages with a new guest, Kayla Stride with Eastern Owl.
Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using our viewer feedback line, your direct connection to shaping the shows you love. It's easy. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen, and take our quick survey. Share your thoughts, and let's make your viewing experience even better.
And welcome back. Now we have with us Kayla Stride from Eastern Owl joining the seat.
Hi.
So, Kayla, nice to finally meet you.
Thank you.
And so, Kayla, tell us a little bit about yourself and, of course, your involvement with Eastern Owl.
Well, I am from Conn River, Miabugek, and I've been performing and singing my entire life. And so I kind of just led into Eastern Owl. Most of the members in our group are either from Conn or have some kind of capacity in the community where we have been performing our whole lives. So it's a group of women that come together that perform and sing, and we're like a big family. So that's been a great experience. And so we do a lot of our own music, and we do. We take a lot of traditional music too and kind of make it our own and have fun with that.
So you won an ECMA award, is that correct?
Yes. So like for me, starting it as a choir girl when I was just a child in Miabugek, and now having an award winning group that I'm a part of, it just shows working in community and what community choir and how far things can go, and where the potential future of some of these youth can go. So That's one of the main things that I love about performing and singing, because when you love it and you get involved in these kind of events and activities, like who knows where it can go, right?
And, you know, being a part of such a group, you know, of such talents, how does that feel that you're able to express yourself through music?
Well, for me, the main thing that I always wanted to do when I performed is to be able to give back, because I was one of these children where I can remember the first powwow, and it's the first time I ever seen a didgeridoo, and that was so inspiring for me, because living in such a rural area in Newfoundland, it's really hard for youth to get those kind of opportunities. So like just having those experiences where people were coming into the community and offering their skills or showing these skills really inspired me to continue. And so now where I'm an adult and I'm an educator, I want to give back to the community so that this generation can have those opportunities as well, because who knows where it can lead.
And you write a lot of your songs, and you do traditional songs. You even do covers as well.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your collaboration there. So you write your own music?
Not all of our music is written. We do take a lot of traditional music, and we make it our own and interpret it differently. And there's members in our group, like my sister and other women in the group, that write songs, or we collaborate, or we're an eclectic bunch. So like we bring a lot of inspiration, we pull inspiration from our Indigenous background. We are an all-nation group, so we do take, and we're all Newfoundlanders. So it's like we take our cultures, Newfoundlanders and Indigenous and non-Indigenous, and bring it all together. So that's one thing when Lisa mentioned earlier about the importance of Mi'kmaq culture. It's that the way I see it is that Newfoundland is like a melting pot of cultures, and so Mi'kmaq culture is just another part of that. So something to be inspired and celebrate as Newfoundlanders, as Indigenous people, as non-Indigenous people. So it just makes it more bright and colorful, yeah?
That's beautiful. Yeah. And so you actually do collaborate together. You're a volunteer with Lisa's group as well. Yeah. So what's that like working together?
It's been fantastic, because like where I'm not formally trained and Lisa is, like I'm learning so many skills, and it just gets me really excited to like have the youth and me to participate in songs that are contemporary and like hit songs, and make them our own and have fun with that, right? So it's a lot of fun, and to really see the youth like build their confidence of going from like quiet children to like now getting on stage and performing and playing guitar and like singing, like it's mind-blowing, right? It's really inspiring to me to see that, because I can see them light up and grow. So it makes it all worth it.
And we're going to be viewing one of your videos and performances now.
Yes, Henrietta.
Henrietta, that's a great video. And now we're going to be watching Eastern Owl's Henrietta. And welcome back. So of course we saw the video, Henrietta. So tell us a little bit about that video.
Well, Easter Now, we write a lot of songs and we perform a lot of songs with issues that concern the Indigenous communities. So the song was about Henrietta, who unfortunately went missing a nice time ago. So this is just centering around missing and murdered Indigenous women. So it's just bringing information and highlighting those struggles in our communities.
That's beautiful, and it's a good way to Henrietta's memory and to help raise awareness as well. So you have an event coming up. So when is the event?
The event is Saturday, May 11th. If you're in the Bay Despair area, certainly check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's us doing our pop and rock and country music. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
Yeah. It's going to be at the warehouse in St. Albans.
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
And so if people want to buy tickets, is there a way that they can do that or to show up?
We're hoping that it'll be sold out in advance, so they can email voicesoftheriver@gmail.com to order tickets. And if not, they will be selling tickets at the door.
That is phenomenal. So what other new things do you have coming up through the pipeline?
Well, we'll be performing at the powwow in July, so we'll be hosting the karaoke night and also an open mic night. We'll be performing at the Cancer Benefit in Bay Despair on July 20th. And then beyond that, it's all about expanding this beautiful program that we've developed and expanding it to include other age groups in the community.
So if someone wanted to get involved or learn more about your organization, how can they do so? Anybody can reach out to us on Facebook or through our Gmail account, voicesoftheriver@gmail.com. And if we'll be reaching out to the members of the community over the summer to see who's interested in joining some new ensembles as we are able to develop them. And that's where the fundraising comes in, because we need audio visual equipment and instruments and things like that in order to expand this very important program. And volunteers, I assume.
Volunteers, more music teachers is going to take more than me. So, music teachers by distance and whatnot. So it takes a lot of people to make something like this.
Yeah. The seeds are planted.
Grow. Yeah, that's right. We've got a good foundation now on which to grow now.
That's great. Well, thank you both so much for coming into the studio and talking to us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, I know you had a long travel, so I won't keep you long. And we'll be right back after these messages. And that's a wrap. So thank you so much to our lovely guests for coming on tonight's episode. And of course, if you're in the Coast of Bays or St. Albans area around May 11th, go check out their event and support their performances. And of course, you can also check out their website and their GoFundMe if you want to make a contribution. So until next time, much love.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
We want to hear from you. Provide feedback on this show or find out how you can get involved. Call, email us, or scan the QR code to take our quick survey.
Everyone wants to know about everything Blue Jays.
Blair and Barker know what's up.
Over under an 86.5 wins.
I'm going to go over.
What's the story on Blue Jays Central?
Jamie, this Blue Jays lineup has a chance to win a ball game.